I'm Molly, and I'm 7 going on 8. How does the epiglottis, this thingy here, know what is water, what is food, and what is air?
My name is Molly Knigge. I am a swallowing specialist and speech pathologist with the University of Wisconsin Voice and Swallowing Clinics. When we think about the epiglottis, really swallowing is one of the most obvious functions that it serves because it helps to hood over the airway. And I sometimes like to use my my one hand as the voice box and the epiglottis really standing up over the larynx, almost like a hood. And when you swallow, those muscles respond and pull the voice box up underneath the tongue, and the epiglottis responds by covering over the larynx. So the epiglottis is really one of several layers of protection to your airways when you swallow. The other thing that's interesting about the epiglottis and swallowing is that the reason the epiglottis knows how to do that is the tiny sensitive little nerve endings in the mouth and in the throat that surround the epiglottis and actually also coat the epiglottis. All of those tiny nerve endings help the brain to know when to swallow. And they also have a role in those other functions: breathing, eating, sleeping, and talking. And so when you swallow, your mouth is a wonderful analyzer. It analyzes the liquid or the food that you're preparing to swallow. And all of that analysis gets communicated to your brain in a lightning quick fashion. And as your tongue pushes the material to the back of the throat, those little nerve endings also collect that information, send it to the brain, and then again in that lightning quick fashion, the brain sends out its program for swallowing. The really cool part about swallowing is that there are different programs depending on what you're swallowing, even depending on how much you're swallowing. And so our brains really are the center point for that program. And the little nerve endings are the communicators, and the muscles and the structures, including the epiglottis, carry out all of those different tasks.